going on, guys? It's Donnie from the school series. I am here on Johnny's channel to give you guys a little bit of an update as to what is going on. So you might notice that this is not a school video. There will not be one out this week. And the reason for that is Johnny's actually moving states. So, yeah, for personal reasons, he's moving from Cali to Florida over the next couple of, well, actually over the past, week or two or however long it's been. But yeah, he's moving. We've been talking. He's doing all right. He's doing fine. He's much happier in the place that he's in right now. So he wanted me to make a little bit of a video just to keep the upload schedule consistent and to at least let people know kind of what's happening. Just because of how we've scheduled everything, we're thinking that he should be back probably for a video next week. But that's also dependent on whether or not we can actually get back and he can get his PC set up and everything, because as far as I'm aware, he still has to have it shipped. I'm not sure if he did that already or what's going on with that. But basically, for complications, he wasn't able to get his PC in Florida like the week that he left. So what does that mean? It basically means that this week is just me BSing my way through video because I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't made a YouTube video in like 3 years, like on my own, where I'm just sitting here talking into a microphone. So I figured I'd just hop on Minecraft a little bit, basically do nothing because I don't know what I'm doing until Johnny is able to come back. Like I said, we believe he should be back and ready to record this weekend, which means that there should be a school video out in the coming week. Now, that being said, there will be some changes, some good changes actually, that come with this move that we've talked about, and him, Nuz, and I have been kind of like sort of talking about some of the stuff that's been going on and what his plans are in the future for the series and where we want to go with it. And I think it's actually very well thought out, and I think we're going to be able to make something that not only is he proud of, but that I can be proud of being a part of and that viewers can enjoy. And yeah, overall, we're hoping to have a lot of fun ongoing. Some of the things that in general will change when Johnny comes back is he is planning on doing basically a rebrand of the entire BallisticJohnny channel. Him and his brother have been working on some things in the background that I think would be very cool. I'm not going to say too much because I don't know what he wants me to say or not to say. But basically, you can expect there to be some quality changes over the next couple of weeks / months, depending on how things go. I know one thing that will be coming eventually, if we can figure out how to do it, is he wants to hopefully move on to making his own music for the series, which I think would be we're still kind of trying to figure out the logistics of that whole thing, but I think that would increase quality a lot. We're looking at new mod packs, new visuals for things. Johnny's trying to learn a lot about editing and YouTube in general and just making sure everything runs smoothly when he's not able to, or when he is able to come back, I'm sorry. And I'm just kind of here to act as a buffer, while he is gone. Now, obviously, if he's gone next week, I'll probably just start like a little mini series. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little survival thing or whatever if he's gone next week as well. I'll try to anyway. My schedule's not the most open aside from weekends when we would record the school series, and that's just due to I work full time and things like that throughout the week, and I have my own personal life, so it can get a little bit hectic at times. But I am very happy with how the school series is going and how Johnny is doing. It's a personal subject, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but he dealt with a lot before being able to move, and seeing him be genuinely happier and more lively is something that I'm very proud of him for. And I'm excited to be a part of his whole journey in YouTube and watching him learn kind of what he can do to improve and being able to progress his subscriber count beyond what it currently is, and allow himself to fully embrace this hobby and career that he wants to continue with in order to hopefully at some point be able to make a living. And what's cool about Johnny as well is he's not one of those people who thinks, well, I'm gonna be this hotshot YouTuber who's gonna make all this money. He does this because he likes it. He likes making videos. Yeah, he likes making YouTube videos. He likes doing what he's doing, and maybe I'm biased just because I've known him for so long, but he is genuinely one of the kindest people that I know and has helped me through some stuff, and vice versa. But yeah, I'm proud of the how far he's come with everything. And yeah, I just hope that that can be reflected in the, the future content that he makes, and his ability to, now record more of just what he wants rather than being restricted due to other things that have happened, over the past 2 years or however long it's been since he's been, dealing with some of the things that he has been. But yeah, he's a strong guy. I'm glad to see him, in a better place. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see where he goes with the school series and how far he's willing to, take the story. I mean, we've talked about kind of taking the story further than, the town that the characters, live in. And we've started to do that, with the mini space portion of it. And there's, more lore that we're trying to add into the whole story, and more world building that we want to, and a lot more references and heavy topics. Originally the school series started as this like filler thing where it was meant to just be something that Johnny could hop on with his friends and do, where it's like now it's becoming more than that, right? It's becoming this thing that he's proud of scripting and allowing himself to, really take part in. And there are some things that we want to add that pertain to our own lives that both of us are aware of, and that we want to, really be able to bring out the emotions in allowing ourselves to further our acting with it, and being able to play these characters that we just keep expanding on, right? Yeah, I'm excited to see where he goes with it, and some of the ideas that he's come up with and how he plans on executing them. And I'm also excited to see future content that he makes. He's planning on doing a continuation of FNAF Craft, or another series that he was talking to me about that really hasn't been discussed elsewhere, so I'm not going to share much about that. But really cool ideas that he wants to kind of stretch or broaden his horizons, I should say, and allow himself to really kind of look into, what he wants the future of his channel to look like, and how he wants to, embrace the new possibilities that he has with, his move and everything. And for him to, like I said, be able to likely at some point in the future make music for his, stories, or to be able to further his artistic abilities with a lot of the things that he's attempting to do now, and things like that that really make him stand out from a lot of people that I see, doing the same thing with the YouTube stuff, and just allowing himself to be creative without having to say, well, I can't do this or that because of my situation, where, like I said, now he's basically able to embrace whatever he wants to do with it, and genuinely go further than I think he ever has with his content, and be able to increase the quality to an amount that I haven't seen from a lot of other, small creators on the platform. And I understand that I'm partially biased in that, considering that, he's one of my best friends. But I mean, there's nothing that I would or would not say. There's nothing that I would put in a video that I wouldn't say in front of his face. Obviously there are things where it's like, oh, okay, I've seen him clearly improve on some things, or there are currently still things that I think he could improve on in terms of video quality that, we've talked about, descriptions and titles, and, I make the thumbnails for his videos, but at some point, I'd really like to show him how to as well, so that if he, wants to make a thumbnail for something, he's able to do that, right? And he's not restricted to having somebody else do it. And I think he enjoys having me make the thumbnails, but something that I always enjoyed, and I was still somewhat active myself on the platform, is learning how to do things myself, because it just is something that I like furthering my skills. And Johnny has that same drive, really being able to further what he wants in the series that he creates, and it's admirable to me. And with that quality increase that he's looking for, I'm excited to see how he decides to further the school series. I know I mentioned, obviously it's being continued, but something we talked about is the rebranding of it, just because of how far we want to go with it. We've been talking about different title changes and things of that nature that would allow the school series to flourish into something that's a little bit more akin to what it's become, versus let's go to school, there's a test today, or we're gonna have to, talk to so and so, where there's still some of that, but we're turning it almost more into an actual show than a filler thing. And I know that Johnny wants to, at the very least, go 4 seasons with it, take the characters into their senior year. And I know we've talked about possibly even going further with it, right, into college, or something like of that nature, where where these characters can be drawn out into something that's a little bit more, I don't want to say fantasy based, but kind of, you know, a lot of these characters are things that now we've come up with that are like, hey, I mean, my character's this mysterious figure who just kind of like appeared, or like Nuz's whole like dying every episode thing, but then coming back, right? Like we want to expand on certain things and take it to the next level with the storytelling of it. And I'm interested to see how far he goes with it. And I'm also, like I said, excited to see his future content. You know, he mentioned some things to me with some of the ideas that he has that I personally think sound extremely interesting, and I'm excited to work with him on. I currently don't do anything YouTube-wise on my own, but I still enjoy the process of coming up with ideas and stories and being able to edit and participate in something creatively like that, that having a friend like that who is passionate enough about it and who has an open enough schedule to do it and allowing me to be involved in it is really cool. And yeah, I can't wait to do more with him and just see where it goes. But anyway, long story short, I'm excited for Johnny to come back. Like I said, I think we should be able to record this coming weekend, which will hopefully allow us to get another school episode out by next week, Wednesday, which I'm excited for because the episode that we have planned for next week is a good one. I think people will really enjoy it. I think you guys are really gonna love it, and I think I'm really gonna enjoy being a part of it. And I just enjoy it because I get to hang out with one of my best friends and just make fun shit. No, I'm excited for him to come back and for us to start working on projects and to start releasing videos again. So I think that's everything that I had to say in order to kind of give you guys a little bit of an update and just let you know what's going on with the school series and what's going on with Johnny, where he's at. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this very poorly put together video of me just playing Minecraft while I talk, and then did minimal editing on. And I hope y'all are excited for Johnny to come back next week and for him to continue making the content that we are so passionately creating. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And we're excited to see you in the next video. So see ya. Peace.